Hello, my name is Drexel Brooks, and I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And this assignment is for Week 4's Dynamic Effects. Today I will be teaching how to use a specific compression plugin, and also I will be teaching about its features. So let's get started. All right, on the screen, you can see that the DAW that I'm using is Persona Studio One Professional version 2. And what I have loaded up is a drum loop. All right. So, that drum loops are very dynamic. And a lot of times, you find that many mix engineers use a compressor on the drum bus. So that's what I plan to do today. So let me go in and pick the compressor that I'll be using in this example. All right. The compressor that I will be using in this example is Native Instruments Solid Bus Compressor. I picked this one because it has most of the features that you will find on the average compressor, and it's based on the SSL compressor, bus compressor, and it's very popular. So although you won't be able to hear the audio because my screen capture software won't allow me to do it, what I'm going to do is I'm still going to, you will still see the gain reduction meter move, and you will still get an example or a good idea of what I'm doing. All right, so here we go. I'm going to start by playing the loop. All right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bypass it first. And as you can see that nothing's really going on right now. All right, and I'm going to stop the loop, and I'm going to explain what controls we have on here. First, we have the threshold. And as you know from the this week's lesson, the threshold allows you to control at what level the compressor will start working. All right. Then we have the ratio, which is basically the amount of compression. All right. Next, we have the release. The release basically tells the compressor once it kicks in and it goes to compressor transient, how long when it goes to compress, how long will it continue to compress before it goes back to its default location or gets ready for the next transient. Then we have the attack. The attack is how fast it will attack that transient or that signal when it crosses the threshold. Right here we have the makeup gain. The makeup gain basically allows you to make up the volume of the compressed part to basically get it back to the level it was before it was being compressed. Right here you can see that this compressor, this is one of the best parts about this compressor. It actually has a VU meter that allows you to see the gain reduction. Right here's the output. This is mainly the output of the compressor. And this is the dry. This basically allows you to not only do the regular compression, but also to mix in the dry signal. All right. So what I want y'all to do as I start this loop up again, I'm going to start to use the compressor. I want y'all to watch as I move certain knobs, the parameters, what the compressor is doing. All right. Here we go. All right, here go my threshold. All right, see the higher I turn it, the lower amount of gain reduction it's doing. So I want to keep this one probably hitting around a little bit about 4 dBs of gain reduction. I want to keep this at about 4 ratio. The more I bring it up, when it gets to a high one, it's more like limiting, but I want to keep this around 4. Here go my release. And as I move my release, the longer I make it, the longer it takes for it to release once the compressor kicks in. But on this one example, I'm going to leave it on auto. And also, I have the attack. I want this compressor to kind of work quickly on the transients, but not too fast. So I'm gonna put it at about 1. And I'm gonna lower my threshold because I'm getting too much compression. There we go. And now I'm gonna bypass it to hear my signal. And now I realize that I need to turn up the makeup gain some to match up with the original signal, the volume of the regular signal, the original signal. All right. So by watching me use the compressor on this drum loop, you got a very good example of how a compressor works. All right. On this one here, I worked very hard on it. I wanted to use a compressor that was easy for most of the other students out there to understand. And although I didn't get into most of the complex features, I wanted to stick kind of close to what was taught in the lesson this week. Once again, I thank y'all for being with me. I will definitely see y'all next week. And I'd like to also thank all my peers that will be reviewing this lesson. And I'll see y'all then. Thank you.